some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah, hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening and welcome to Stupid O'Clock.
Yeah.
I am not your host, John Scarborough. With me tonight is the host, Joe Dog McKill. And the other host, Dan
What's that guy over there?
Oh,
not on my screen, it ain't.
Yeah, you got your screen screwed up, Joe. On my screen, it looked good.
Yeah. Oh.
Glory to you and your household. Okay.
We were talking about some current events.
Were we?
And calories burned this weekend backpedaling.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that last bit.
The calories burned with some backpedaling this week.
Not enough yet.
But, I did discover something very interesting that the current CEO of the business in question was a former CEO of my favorite place to go. And second, that's Waffle House is second. Taco Bell's first. When Taco Bell did a sudden reversal 180 on their most popular mascot, the Chihuahua, come to find out it's the same CEO. So, that's a little interesting.
Will wonders never cease?
I got away with it once. And then she went on to, you can find this on YouTube. She went on Good Morning America on ABC and Michael Strahan asked her about this and the response and all that. And she says, everybody I've talked to just loves it. It's the best thing we've ever done. Of course, she probably claims that people are gaslighting other people.
I don't think there's a probably needs to be inserted into that sentence.
And Uncle Herschel's got his job back on the billboards.
Yeah. Now I got a pet peeve about some of the critics that were going on about they removed the cracker and the barrel and not actually understanding history that in old country stores the saltine crackers came in a barrel, and as Joe Dog pointed out before the show started, that was the only way you could get them.
Yeah.
And they weighed them out there in the scale at the store, and you paid for how many ounces you got. And when the barrel was empty, it got used for something else.
Yeah. And the crackers at the bottom of the barrel were a lot cheaper than the crackers at the top of the barrel.
Because they were broke and cracked up. And crackers.
Yeah.
And crackers. Crackers.
The bottom of the barrel.
Well, that was true. That was true for anything you got out of a barrel. Because by the time you got to the bottom, it was the old stuff. So.
Hey, that doesn't work with bourbon.
Sorta. You get that really dark, cloudy, crunchy bourbon, you know.
And
Oh, do y'all remember when we started the show back in 2000 when the bourbon warehouse collapsed?
yeah,
It has collapsed twice, actually. That time and another time just last year.
Yeah. Well,
This one was because of a flood. So that's
yeah, they actually were able to salvage some of those barrels and actually was selling, special bottling the salvaged barrels.
see, I would have made a special bottle that looked like it was cracked.
It did.
I remember back in the 70s, there was a very sweet dessert wine that came from Western Europe. And their warehouse caught fire. And they managed to salvage a bunch of bottles that got overheated. And you bought a bottle and it was kind of bent just a little bit or warped just a little bit on one side or the other. And then when those disappeared, they had to wait until the storage had been rebuilt and they had enough time for new wine to age in the new bottles before it ever appeared again, and it's still hard to find. Sort of like Tullamore Dew when their place burned down years ago, and you couldn't find a bottle of Tullamore Dew that hadn't already been here for love nor money, and when those ran out, you had to wait for the aging process.
Well, they down in Antarctica, there was some encampment down in Antarctica that they uncovered or whatever, but due to the laws, they couldn't, remove anything from it.
Mm-hmm.
They found 3 bottles of bourbon. And had to go through, all sorts of acts of Congress to be able to open the bottle to retrieve a sample. They could pull a sample, they couldn't take the whole bottle.
Well, I believe Kurt Russell probably pulled samples one shot at a time.
But they brought it. It was, I guess, Kentucky bourbon, and they brought the sample back and did, all the chemical analysis and everything and recreated that bourbon.
Okay, and
it's still aging. Of course, this encampment, was overrun and abandoned in the 1890s.
Yes. So they're not going to start selling it until it's 100 years old.
I don't know, but
And
I
the
wonder.
expensive part is they've got to build a warehouse in Antarctica in order to store it so it'll age authentically.
Yeah. But could you imagine what 100-year-old iced aged bourbon would be?
I don't think bourbon.
You don't think bourbon what?
I don't think bourbon would have to be cold age.
No, but it might have had some effect on the flavoring.
Yeah.
I do remember one college party where a friend of mine invited us all over to his grandmother's house because it had to be emptied for sale after she passed away. And we found a couple of bottles of cooking sherry and some ancient age in the kitchen counters. That ancient age had never been opened. Of course, it never saw the light of day because
It never left the building.
only the empty bottle left the building.
Oh,
Bless
okay.
you, Joe Dog.
Trust me, you'd be glad I muted the mic.
Oh, bugger. The cat came in, ate about 5 bites of food. Now he wants back out. That means I got to get up and open the door and let him out.
All right, well, there's another sneeze coming, so
Mm.
I may go quiet for a second.
Hey, there's Zach. Zach, get in here unless you're launching a rocket. Okay.
Come
No,
on,
Zach's already gone. Mm.
Did he?
Yeah, Dan's the only one. Okay, there he is. Maybe Zach's back now. Oh, now nobody's there.
Well, nobody was here when we
My
started the
computer's
show.
acting
Zach was the only one in
StreamYard
the
ain't.
audience.
Oh, whew. I just gave myself a St. Bernard bath.
Don't do that. At least not on live camera.
You've never had a St. Bernard bath?
I'm not even going to ask you to define that. I'm going to pretend you didn't say it and move along.
You got a dog, hadn't you? Don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Have you ever had a sneeze in the face?
Oh, time or two.
St. Bernard bath.
All right. Oh, I keep touching the camera and it keeps moving too far.
Oh, that is just cool.
Hmm.
I get that up full screen. John, you're going to love this. This is from Dragon Con today. Do you recognize the suit?
Oh. Yes, I do. The one I like was there was this girl who painted her fingernails in that pattern.
Is that the old carpet?
It is the old carpet. Bob is wearing that old carpet suit. And he's been to everything. Look at all his badge tags there.
Badge ribbons, yeah.
You going to stand in his way?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He has 15 badge ribbons.
Cool. All right. Make that go away. All right. Back and boop, there we are. Oh, Now, John, do you remember the year that the Army soldiers had the
Yes, they
carpet
had the
as
camouflage suit, and they laid on the cart. They laid on the carpet, and somebody stepped on them. Yeah, that was.
and then the Marriott says that's a copyrighted pattern.
And
Well,
you
that
know
may
what?
ought to. What?
You know how many people? You know how many people cared that it was a copyrighted pattern?
None.
Let's put it this way: you could count them on no hands.
Yeah.
And then they removed the carpet, right?
Yeah.
Of course, and they went to some hideous pattern. So
You mean a more hideous pattern?
that one wasn't hideous. I mean, it was busy, but I wouldn't say hideous. But the one they went with afterwards was just horrible.
I totally dislike the one that is an optical illusion of dips and bends and holes in the floor.
Yeah, that's intentional.
I know it's intentional. Its psychological purpose was to prevent people from running in the halls. But after going to a room party or several room parties during the course of about 6 or 8 hours, trying to stagger back to your room, assuming you managed to hit the right button on the elevator to get to your right floor, was a little bit of a challenge.
Hey, there was 1 year Halicon. There, I mean, I called it the shining hallway.
Mm-hmm.
It was seriously a hallway that ran 2 blocks. The carpet patterns did this.
Yeah.
3 times I tried to go to bed. First time I walked around, turned that corner, hit that hallway, went, nope. Turned around, walked back. We headed back to the con suite. Second time I walked up, I leaned against the wall, looked at it, looked all the way down, and went, nope, not ready. I had to sober up to go to bed.
That's always a bad thing.
Well, that's how bad the carpet was.
I can remember in a couple of places where I had to sober up in order to be able to climb a very short flight of stairs. But
You weren't in Dalton, were you?
further deponent saith not.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, and John, I got some radios coming that we'll test on the way up.
Oh,
Supposed to have a 22-mile range.
nice. But you
Okay,
do know I
you're-
have a manual transmission. I have a manual transmission, so I don't tend to use radios much. So
I'm
Yeah, well-
thinking he's talking about walkie-talkie type radios.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I still have to use 2 hands to drive the truck occasionally. So
Well, when I'm not going to be talking to you when we're going through curves, I'm talking about on the open road. You know, when that time when you put it over in high and just let her eat.
I'm sure that sounded better in your head than it did when it came into mine. Oh,
Oh, and I did get me one of them electric scooters.
did you?
you mentioned something about that.
Yeah. I got Donna one, and she about killed herself on it. And she's wanting a gas-powered one.
You're going to keep the electric one, or you're going to keep the batteries at half charge?
But yeah, being how far I got to go from where I'm sleeping to where the bathroom is, that scooter gonna come in handy.
Heck, that's
What,
three
six?
times. That's 3 times the distance. Because there's not a direct road between.
You're talking about this weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
no,
going
in his house. Yeah.
Helicon. That's about 6 steps, maybe 7.
No, it's a good quarter mile from where we sleep to the bathroom.
No, it isn't.
It is a campground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. It's only about 500, 600 feet, maybe.
Last time I
But
was in a place like that,
it is uphill both ways. So
Yeah.
I was recovering from the motorcycle wreck and then had a couple of screws put in one knee and was walking on crutches.
no wonder you wrecked your motorcycle.
No,
Oh,
that was the cause. The motorcycle wreck was the cause, not the other way around. Drunk driver ran a red light in front of me. Anyway, that weekend I had started using a walker instead of the crutches. And by the second afternoon, I was going, this thing is awfully clumsy. I'm going to try putting weight on that leg. If it hurts too much, I still got the walker and the crutches are packed up in the car. Well, by the end of the weekend, I was hobbling along just fine. It did hurt, but it hurt less and less every time I did it. When I went back to the doctor to see about getting myself released so I could go back to work, he had me stand on the bad leg, on the good leg first, which was altogether too easy because I'd been getting around with one functional leg for 6 months. Then stand on the bad leg, and I did one of those martial arts moves that Thesis would be proud of, and I stood there with my other foot vertically or horizontally out from my body while I stood vertically on the broken leg until the doctor got scared and told me to put my leg down. I don't know whether he thought I was a dog or what.
Oh, you've seen those walkers that have the little seat in them?
Yeah, sure have. Lindsay used to have one.
So you stop
and had the brake handles on it.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy invented a new walker. For people that, recovering stroke victims and all that. He took one of those walkers that has the seat, cut the seat out of it, and then built another seat inside it to where you back into it and use a seat belt to strap you in.
How many horsepower?
No horsepower. Human horsepower.
Okay. I thought you were fixing to lead up to. And then he put a go-kart motor in it.
No. He wants $700 a piece for them. And since that Diamond Dallas Page and Lex Luger have one, he can't make them fast enough.
They're not
I'm looking at it going, that's a simple modification. Anybody with half a damn brain, Dan, if you looked at it, you go, I can do 3 or 4 of these an hour.
I can take an ordinary tricycle with handbrakes and make 5 or 6, probably with a totally different design.
Mm.
All I need is a torch and a welder, and I got a welder. I don't know if Daddy's acetylene torch is still in the workshop or not.
Hey, I got a sawzall and a grinding wheel. Who needs that?
Oh well, I got a sawzall too. I don't sawzall, multi-tool. Don't have a grinder. I haven't needed one yet. Of course,
Well,
if I took up welding, I'd probably need something to make my welds look pretty.
I had a grinder before I had a welder. Of course, it showed up in my memories the other day. I brought home an Apache camper. All it was the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
In the span of 4 weeks, I stripped it to bare metal, repainted it, had a new tent ordered for it, got a new made a mattress for it, and camped in it.
That was the old NCC 1701, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't that one. 1701 basically got salvaged for parts for 4 others.
Oh, okay. Well, I know I've never seen it in person, just photographs of it while you were working on it.
Yeah, it got basically stripped to nothing.
Well, I had an unfortunate experience today, but it's just one of those things that comes with getting older. One of my old girlfriends showed up as a birthday suggestion on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
She's been passed on for almost 10 years now. And I'm just thinking, why doesn't Facebook make it easier to make for a family member to make a memorial page out of some deceased loved ones?
You answered your own question. 15 years ago, they didn't have that sort of thing. So
They still ain't got it.
No,
Yeah,
they
they do.
haven't. They have it now.
Yeah.
But
No, they have it, but it's enormously complicated to do.
yeah.
That's what I'm complaining about, how complicated it still is. It should be easy for a surviving spouse or a adult child to go in there and punch in ID code and say, turn this into a memorial and stop telling everybody when their birthday comes up again.
Oh, it'll still do that.
It just seems like there's too tear jerking to get it, and then again, there's plenty of other people that I know throughout fandom that we've lost, and their birthdays still show up. And if you didn't know them very well, and you didn't remember that they'd passed, and you still wish them happy birthday, then you get scolded by all the other comments going, hey, they've been dead for years. Somebody fix this tiny little problem, please. Which leads us to the question, where's the rest of our audience tonight?
I don't know.
Woo we might just have to call it a short night and say goodnight, everybody. Who knows? I mean, I got tired of talking to absolutely nobody with the last man standing and just quit doing it. Ah. I may start back once the time changes again. I don't know. I'll just have to see.
Oh, I mean,
Nobody said they missed it.
we're trying to be nice, Dan.
Okay. Who are you and what have you done with a real Joe Dog?
Don't do that. That's not what I want. I'm working on something here.
Oh, Lord. Why didn't I go to the liquor store today?
That is the best question I have heard all night.
I've got plenty of beer. I don't have a bottle of liquor because I haven't been buying any.
All right. I was telling you about that camper, Dan.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me get the. No. All right. There we go. Let me get back to here. This is the camper when I bought it.
It looked like about a $2 camper there.
Yep.
Or free to a good home.
No, it wasn't free to a good home. This is it 2 weeks later. Looks a lot different, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
And that was it completed. In 4 weeks, it went from that ugly thing to that.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I literally had it in every piece it would come in.
Not touching that line. This isn't the green room.
It was a complete rebuild.
Sometimes you have to do that.
Camped in it one time. And then sold it.
Somebody made you an offer you couldn't refuse, or you found something else you wanted even more?
No, I had every intention of selling it.
Oh, okay.
He gave me $900 in cash and 2 brand new sit top kayaks with paddles.
I got a bridge in Arizona I'd like to sell this guy.
Would you believe he still has it? Posts pictures camping in it.
I have seen the quality of your work. Yes, you're not satisfied until a project will stand up to the test of time.
The thing is, the trailer part, the top part is the bed. I needed a 4-foot ladder to get up into it.
Once again, not touching that line, but not because this is not the green room.
The guy that bought it is 6'7".
Oh, it barely comes up to his knees.
Just about.
Oh.
And he sleeps on that 7-foot bed with his 6'2" wife.
Hey.
It's only 4 feet wide.
Not the green room, Dan.
They, I'm just glad to say I'm glad they're a happily married couple.
Yes. That makes it much easier.
Yeah. And I had a picture of it set up camping and had the American flag next to it. It was reported as an offensive image.
Which Arab country did that? I wonder.
I don't know. Needless to say, I reposted it.
Probably several times.
Yeah, I did.
Rub it in. Ah.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Just for those people tuning in from foreign countries. All right.
And you don't own the copyright. Somebody in the United States owns it. Don't bother to even file a strike. It gets removed almost immediately.
Especially since it states it's royalty free.
Oh dear.
Mm.
State of the world.
I got to get with a celebrity Tuesday. We may have our second Halicon guest announcement.
Okay. I'm glad that the first one reconsidered their position because of something somebody said.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about for 2026.
Oh, okay.
You already know one.
Wait, that's for 2026, or I thought that was this year.
No, that's 2026. They wanted to this year, but couldn't.
Okay. Okay. Glad to know.
Prior commitments. And this is, well, they are a C list. Oh, no, they're not really C list. B minus, maybe, celebrity.
You could have just said minor.
Yeah. But there is actually a personal connection between this guest and me.
They invented the Lodge frying pan?
No.
Oh, well.
Well, I got Dan's curiosity up.
No,
They
I was
invented-
just sitting here
They
thinking,
invented Taco Bell's bean burrito.
should I tell John that was actually my Aunt B that invented a large frying pan? Not the one in Mayberry, but the one over in Jacksboro.
But yeah, that's going to be a little trivia. People have to figure out what the connection between me and this celebrity is.
Chemical
Okay.
warfare.
I'm trying so hard to be nice.
And I will tell you this, we are the same age.
Old enough to know better, but young enough not to care.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
oh, damn.
what?
How old am I going to be a week or two after? No, about a week after Halicon this year.
What?
I got a birthday about 3 days after Halloween, and I have forgotten what the final digit is in my age at the moment. Let me see. Let me look at the.
They have created a new generation between boomers and X.
Oh, really?
Generation Jones.
Oh, what are they jonesing for? The good old days?
Yeah. They were born between 54 and 65.
Yep, that puts me dead in the center. Um,
They're the ones that saw all the major changes of the end of the 20th century. Because the world changed that much in those 50 years.
yep, it makes sense. I mean, Daddy graduated high school in '54. He and Mama got married not too long after that, maybe '55. I was born in '57. My little sister was born in 1960. Uh,
Isn't there a little brother in there somewhere?
yeah, I was just sitting here trying to figure out how to say this politely. I can't remember what year my little brother was born because I've been to college since then. Uh,
Was it before or after Kennedy died?
oh, long after. He's about 6 years younger than me, or no, about 6 years younger than. Probably somewhere around 1966 was when he was born.
Oh, so he's mine and John's age.
Mm, fairly. Um, you got less gray hair than John and more gray hair than you,
Mm.
but that's a
Well,
family trait. He covered up a Grecian Formula 16 for many a decade. Uh,
well, my dad's not even. It's starting to get a little peppery. He's
mm,
90. I'm still I'm still in good shape.
yeah,
Hey,
thought
at
that
least
was
it's
straight.
not as bad as my son. His hair bailed out 10 years ago.
it's because you kept asking him who's your daddy.
Oh.
Oh no, our family the gray hit early. I mean, my hair started going gray before I ever got married the first time. So I know it's got to be genetics. There wasn't a reason. Afterwards, I could have understood, but before, nah. Mama has a story how she didn't ever really want to go over to Daddy's car to meet him for the first time because she didn't want to have to go talk to that gray-haired old man, and he hadn't even got out of high school yet.
Oh. Oh, I saw that you liked the video to where the couple discovered the Fleetwood Mac song.
Yeah.
Well, Lewis Lee posted about it that, they were listening to Great Gig in the Sky, and he's going to turn them on to Fleetwood Mac. I asked him, I said, are you going to tell the backstory as a rumor or save that for your last day before permanent retirement? And he says, I'll give them the PG-13 version. Teenagers understand about breakups. It'll blow their all minds that they all still work together. And Stevie Nicks is a goddess in writing a song about how big a jerk her boyfriend was, then made him play guitar on it. The girls in class will eat that up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean that's. Oh Lord, I can't say that. I'm gonna have to self-edit. I started to tell a Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship story, but no, we won't go there.
Okay. Dan, you forgot one.
Oh, which incarnation did I forget?
Airplane.
Oh, they did do that, didn't they?
They did Airplane, then added the Jefferson. Then the plane turned into a starship. And then they fired Jefferson.
Not worth a plug nickel, huh? Oh, Halicon's going to be so much fun when all of us can get together and pun in person and with no cameras running.
Yeah.
Oh. Those are nicely cold. This is a good koozie. I might have to drive back to Tennessee and get me another.
Dan,
yeah.
Dan, I found out something. You've heard of the Cannonball Run.
Yeah, and the Gumball Rally.
And the Gumbo Rally. Have you heard of the classic Bandit Run?
Don't tell me. Somebody's actually trying to recreate the steps of that movie as an illegal street race.
Yeah. Starts at the Varsity, and you have downtown Varsity, Atlanta, downtown Varsity.
Well, yeah, that's the only one still left in this state.
You have to go to Texarkana, buy a case of Coors, and be back. But Texarkana has a law that they can't sell beer before 7 a.m. So you have to time your departure and run to get to Texarkana to be there at 7 o'clock to buy the case of Coors.
And you have to already know what store carries Coors in cases, or
Yes.
I'm not familiar with Texarkana. That may be like New Jersey, where the only place you can buy beers at a warehouse.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. They wouldn't let me pump my own gas. Couldn't buy beer at a store or a convenience store. You had to go to a warehouse and buy it. And
what do you do on a motorcycle? Sit there while the guy pumps the gas?
I don't know. I was still driving which one was it?
All right, I'll be back. I go down.
It was a Chevy. That's all I remember right now.
Hey, 3 cups of coffee, 2 glasses of tea, and half a bottle of Gatorade. I'll be right back.
But not quickly. Cutlass Supreme. That was what it was trying to remember. I didn't get the motorcycle till later. And no, I could not carry a case of beer on the motorcycle. I could, however, carry a 12-pack. Balanced on the gas tank between my knees as I went to live in my mobile home on my way home from work. Stop at the convenience store, put some gas in it, go buy a 12-pack of beer, snake around through the trailer park. Voila. Wouldn't want to do it over long distance, though. Of course, I did have a backpack to do grocery shopping. Only Army surplus backpack I have ever seen in blue. So maybe it was a Navy backpack. I don't know. But had the side pouches, which I suppose were probably meant for extra water, even though you're supposed to carry your canteens on a hip belt. Could hold what would nowadays be $300 worth of groceries. Of course, that's still only 3 plastic bags full.
Yeah. Well, I just heard that one of my friend's kids was just accepted into Air Force Special Forces.
All right. Good for them.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a drone pilot.
Makes sense.
Air Force Special Forces drone pilot. Means he don't even actually...
Yeah.
He don't even actually have to go anywhere. He can do it from his bedroom in his mama's basement.
Well, he supports the Special Forces operations. And they have to train with the Special Forces operators.
Oh, John, were you the one talking about the Virginia-class submarines? Their navigation upgrade?
No.
It's now done with an off-the-shelf Xbox controller.
I may have said something about that, where it's not navigate, it's the helm.
Yeah,
And
the helm.
They actually, instead of having the old control yoke like a fighter plane or something,
Like Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Yeah, they got a joystick that sits up there, and they just pull it off.
It's an Xbox controller. Cost them $300 million a boat to upgrade.
Well, saw them coming.
Yeah. But if the controller breaks, they can have one ordered on Amazon and have it to them in the next day.
Yeah, really. If you want to pay next day,
they put that on Navy ship. They ordered 100,000 of them. You know.
And they just plug in. You know, you got your own controller. When you report to duty, you plug your controller in.
That would make sense because the controllers probably have ID tags on them, so they know who's controlling what when. So they know who to charge when he wrecks the submarine. Send him a bill.
Wrecks a submarine.
Send him a bill for $2 billion.
Who wrecks a submarine? You ain't seen some of the.
I remember the Thresher and what was the other one?
Scorpion.
Yep. Yeah.
But Scorpion was probably a torpedo mount. Greenville was the one that comes to mind recently. Let's see
Well,
here.
have you
Let's
heard
see if I can
about
find a
the
good
new
picture here.
military caffeine delivery system? A suppository. If you need a quick boost of caffeine, you shove it up your ass and go. And I'm being serious, Dan.
I know. I just a blooper from Leonard Nimoy just ran through my mind, tossing daisies and roses everywhere. They were doing one show that involved a space station sort of library, and he called it a giant suppository of knowledge.
Oh, can you imagine a battalion hyped up on caffeine going into battle?
Yes, I've been in several. Um,
Yeah, but these would be pissed off because they had to shove something up their own ass.
Oh,
I assume that it being 11 o'clock, we can say that sort of thing now.
uh,
Not like we're ever going to get monetized anyway.
well, there's this one guy. He's military, and he does these back and forth. He goes, "I've discovered a great way to cripple the American military." The guy says, "Oh yeah, how do we do that?" "We deprive them of coffee." He goes, "No, no, no, don't, no, we don't do that."
That'd be like raising gas prices. It would have negative consequences.
No, the American military runs on caffeine. You take it away, you have pissed off American soldiers.
With headaches. Oh, invade Colombia and not be looking for anything except a coffee plantation. Oh. We start looking for Juan Valdez with blood in their eyes.
Yeah.
What on earth?
Oh, somebody.
That's not good. That's not going to buff out.
That's the one that they were cruising along underwater at max speed and hit a mountain. They hit an underwater mountain. They hit a mountain underwater.
Okay.
At somewhere between 30 and 40 miles an hour.
That's the torpedo room too, isn't it?
No, actually, on these submarines, the torpedo room's farther back. But if you look close at the damage there, you can actually see the torpedo doors here and here, the outer doors. This is the sonar area. The torpedo room's farther back. So.
Oh, how are these undersea mountains not been mapped yet? We have satellites.
And that is exactly the captain of the boat was like, it's not on the map. It's like, so they thought he was nuts and checked all their navigation records and stuff like this. And sure enough, he was exactly where he said he was, and it was not on the chart. Or it was badly charted, one or the other.
Is it on the chart now?
I would imagine so, unless you
better be. As much as that paint job's going to cost. I mean, this is a case when Better Get Mako ain't going to apply.
No, that's where you just cut it apart at the seams, unbolt the middle of it, and slap
Put
a new
another
one on.
nose on it. Mm-hmm.
That's how they build them now, anyway.
Yeah. Build what is it? What do they call it? Modules.
Yeah.
And put them together like they were snapped together Revell models.
Well, I was watching something about building aircraft carriers. You know, they build the modules upside down.
Why?
Easier access. You know, to run all the piping and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's laying on the ground, you're not having to work over your head.
Oh, okay.
Then when they get the module finished, they pick it up, flip it over, then weld it
Plug it
to.
in. Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
Why it takes 12 years to build an aircraft carrier, I don't know.
Cost overruns. Supplementary appropriations. Some senator ran off with all the money.
Well,
The usual excuses.
if you knew, if I was running a business, say, okay, we're going to build 5 aircraft carriers. Okay. But we're going to build them one at a time. No, why don't we build all the modules modular at the same time?
Yeah, really. I mean, Henry Ford kind of solved this problem years ago. Eli
Yeah.
Whitney, too. Probably first, if I remember the timeline correctly.
Well, Remington did too.
Yeah.
Wasn't Remington that had all the interchangeable parts?
I think they learned that one from Eli Whitney.
Eli Whitney was the guy who invented mass production, yes. And then the first rifle I know of that was mass produced was the Model 1861 Armory musket, or Armory rifled musket. It was the standard U.S. Army weapon during the Civil War.
And if you broke one, you can. If you had 2 broke ones, you could build one.
And have enough parts left to fix about 4 more.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they were all broken in different places. Hmm.
Oh, I don't know if I posted it. John, did you see where they ATF decided that to decommission some of their weapons, the best way to do it was to burn them down?
No, I did not see that, Joe.
The guy would, he would, I mean, full body armor and everything. The barrel literally caught fire.
I've done that.
I mean, literally
Not
shot
only-
it so much that it burnt. It wouldn't even load anymore. He goes, all right, this one's done. Grabbed another one, went to work.
And that's why the
And just for the record, the best way to decommission a weapon is to drive over it with an armored vehicle.
Yeah.
They use steamrollers for that too.
Well, no, bulldozer works good too. But you find you a nice curb, lean the weapons on the curb, and then run the vehicle right down the gutter. And
Yeah, but the guy I know put at least 10 magazines in it. Then goes, ooh, where do we get this? Plugged in the double round magazine. That's when the barrel caught fire. What are you looking at, John? Looks like John's got some serious considerations.
Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner is casually dating a former actress, Kelly Noonan Gores. And the question that they have is, who is she? Apparently, she just broke up and divorced some billionaire and is dating Kevin Costner. And I had never heard of her before that I know of. She used to be an actress. I may look that up. See, her ex-husband is billionaire Alec Gores, who I've also never heard of. Not that I hang out with a lot of billionaires, but speaking of billionaires, did you get your lottery tickets?
Yes.
No.
Matter of fact, don't they draw at 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Well, folks, if you know the show ends early, you know one of us won.
Hold on a minute. Let me check my numbers. Oh.
They say she's an actress. Yeah, they said she's an actress. Apparently, she's a podcaster. So she's acting like an actress.
Oh,
she's a podcast. So she's one of us. One of us.
Exactly.
That's what we are.
Yeah, basically.
Acting like actors.
Well, the trouble is we're not acting. Our shtick is that we're being ourselves, and look at the size of the audience we have.
We got one person in the room because you're the other one, right, Dan?
Yeah.
So somebody's there, so you better speak up.
Probably Zach, isn't it? Or maybe. Possibly.
Maybe.
All right, Dan, do you want me to set up 2 shows or just the one, and then you can figure it out how to start your setup for Saturday night?
Did we get any positive responses from our usual crowd that hasn't showed up tonight?
Yeah, Carl says if we're on, he'll be here, but I don't know where he's at tonight.
I think we should just take a week off.
Fine by me.
Seriously, if they want to have a show, we can get together on Discord. No rules, no rails.
Yep.
And nobody gets to see us that ain't already in the room. And, you know, the NSA.
Oh, you said no rails. Reminds me of a video. Back in the 80s, Eastern Canada had an ice storm, and it took out the main power lines into this city. So they commandeered a train engine. Derailed it, drove it down the main street. When it had to make a turn, had a crane pick it up, turn it, Then drove it down another street to the Civic Center, which was the emergency shelter. Wired it into the Civic Center. And used the train engine to power the Civic Center.
Diesel electric. It works.
Then they commandeered another one. And they looked back and the first train had destroyed the street. They discovered this about a mile from the track that they took it off of.
Well,
And they didn't get the railroad's permission. They stole 2 train engines.
Beginning on about 17 December 1929, the U.S. Navy aircraft carrier USS Lexington, CV-2. This was way back. Says took it up to Tacoma, Washington, tied it up to the Baker Dock, and for a month it powered the city. Because they didn't have electricity at the time for some, I can't remember.
Probably a big snowstorm there.
A drought. They got most of their power from 2 dams that run this river, and the drought dried up the river.
Okay. California needs to take note. Don't know what the farmers are going to do, but people still going to have air conditioning in Southern California.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, more importantly, the hospitals will have power.
John, I'm checking the weather. Real quick. I think we can get... Friday morning, it'll be 62. Saturday morning, it'll be 62. With a high of 85 Friday and Saturday.
Nice. What does it look like Thursday as far as rain goes?
Partly cloudy.
Oh, it'll be good.
Friday, Saturday's mostly sunny.
What about Sunday?
It only goes 10 days out. Oh, wait a minute. I was looking too far down the road.
Oh.
Ooh. It's all partly cloudy, mostly sunny, partly cloudy. Friday morning 53, Saturday's 53, Sunday's 54.
Or the lows?
83 on Friday, 79 on Saturday, 82 on Sunday.
And what does the rain look like?
No rain.
Woohoo.
Which means pack wet weather gear.
Probably.
Yeah. Inflatable life raft.
No, fortunately we're up on a hill. So that's
we are on a hill.
And on top of a 1 foot concrete block covered with a roof over it. So
yeah.
I love your optimism.
Well, if it floods up to where we're going to be, we're in real time. Like build an ark, start grabbing 2 animals. It's.
Remember, at one time, the Smoky Mountains were a seabed. They've had growth spurts since then, I will agree.
Well, Dan, it's almost, believe it or not, it's almost a hill as big as I'm on. So, yeah.
You ought to be all right then.
And there is a lot of lowland below us. So it's got a
Hello,
really
Chris.
cool. Hey, Chris. I just gave the weather reports. Wouldn't hurt to have a hoodie one night. And it says no rain, so pack your wet weather gear. With our luck, a hurricane will form and be on top of us.
Oh, now don't talk. There are hurricanes forming in the Atlantic. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Start
for
watching.
outside con. And there's Dawn.
Oh. Where?
Right there. Good evening.
There she is.
Yes,
Okay.
outside con.
Chat had just not caught up yet. How you Dawn? How you Chris? Don't know if Zach's still here or not. Probably not. He hadn't said anything since 10:07.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the last 13 minutes of the show, folks.
Last 10 minutes.
Glad you could make it.
Yep. Oh. Mm.
so
Yeah, I've got most of the camping stuff packed in the truck. Then I'm going to pack the Helicon stuff in.
Yeah, I may have to run out to one of the gas stations while Lindsay's at church tomorrow and get another 5 gallons of gas for the lawnmower. I put the last little dribble in it about 3 or 4 days ago when I mowed the front yard. Yeah, well, it's been that way, Chris. We're in a cool spot. If y'all watch Ryan Hall, you'd know this.
This is false fall.
Yep.
well, no, the hurricane heading back out to sea pulled a lot of cold air from up north. So hurricane.
Well, he did a winter weather forecast for this year. He's going. It ain't gonna be too much of a good time up where Dawn and Aunt Carl or Aunt Donna and Uncle Carl are, but it's gonna be real nice and warm down here, and we may not get any snow at all this year. But it might be a little bit tornado-y from the center of from the center of Tennessee on up into damn near Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I know you
Weird.
heard it.
Let's see.
I'm dyslexic, okay?
There is a disturbance in the eastern Atlantic. Has a 30% chance of cyclone formation in 7 days. Let's see, and is headed directly toward Cape Canaveral, Florida. Imagine that. So.
Well, I hope they don't have anything important planned for that weekend.
It's just Cape Canaveral. They're all a bunch of tourists down there. They're not doing anything important. Okay, well, let me see. Next weekend, Dan will be running shows if he's running shows. So it's up to Dan. So if y'all want to see a show, gotta kiss that guy. But okay.
I have already stated for the record, let's just take a week off. If people want to get together at the normal days and times for the shows, we can always go to Discord where it's unmonitored except for alphabet agencies, and just have 3 nights of green room as far as I'm concerned.
Have a green weekend.
Yeah.
See, me, Joe, Chris, and a host of others will be up at Outside Con at Montgomeryville State Park near Dixon,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
We got Glenn coming also to help set up and decorate and all that. But I'm not going to be. All I'm going to do is, set the bar up. I haven't checked anything yet, John. So I'll pull all that out tomorrow. And what do you need me to do? Take pictures of all the bottles?
No, we can take care of it when we get up there.
All right.
If they got a liquor store there. So,
Yeah.
Here, there, doesn't matter much. So.
Yeah.
Unless you know
Be
somebody
careful on that little
says,
scooter there, Joe Dog.
Do what?
You be careful on that little scooter.
Oh,
well, I'm gonna get pictures.
Yeah. Well, I know halfway how to ride the dang thing. It's my wife that scares me.
This would be the point where I would normally say, and rightly so.
Yeah.
But, I understand your concern about her not understanding the scooter to its complete extent.
I have my keychain for the scooter. That's even got a key.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, whatever genius designed it wasn't thinking very well. The key is on the bottom underneath, on the side.
Where the power is. Basically.
Yeah. Instead of, having the key up on the handlebar, it's down to where, if you hit something, you break the key off in it.
Oh, don't you just love modern design?
Chinese engineers is all I'm going to say.
I still think you need one of those automatic lanyards that shuts everything off and pulls the key out if you fall overboard, like they have on jet skis.
Yeah.
Or treadmills.
I have yet to see a video of somebody had if I get thrown off, shut off this crazy thing, Jane, switch on a treadmill.
Well, Tom, the only thing about the pretty good inventory is nobody ever sent it to me.
Yeah. Oh, bull pucky.
No.
Ruth was sitting there trying to hand it to me at the last Halicon meeting we were all at. So no. And you were sitting right next to me. So.
Well, nobody handed it to me.
But I will take a thorough inventory when we get everything set up. Just so A, we need to know what to buy, and B, I need to know what we're going to need for Halicon. So,
yeah, Don, it was handwritten on a yellow legal pad.
And Ruth had it and tried to hand it to me, and I told her, don't worry about it. You keep that one just in case, and I'll make a new one when we get up there. And
the reason Ruth had it on a handwritten yellow legal pad was so she could enter it into a file so I could have it. And her computer died after she did all that. So I never got it.
That and we'll pull those two shelves. I'm not sure which shelves to pull off, top or the bottom.
I would pull lower shelves first.
I was thinking about, well, we only need to pull one shelf in each side.
Yeah.
So, because then there's just 2 screws on each end. So that's 4 screws per shelf. And no big deal. But I was thinking about putting the taller bottles on the bottom and the smaller stuff up top.
Yeah. Put the full taller ones on the bottom.
Chris.
No, it don't matter, Chris, really.
Yeah, you're going to panic about everything starting at about 6 weeks ago anyway.
Mm. But we're coming up on just 62 days.
Yep. I've got it as a countdown on my budget spreadsheet. I've also got next year's LibertyCon on there already, and when I copy over this year's spreadsheet into next year's spreadsheet, that those 2 countdowns are, the Halicon will be updated when I switch to November. It'll give me a countdown for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. And then when I redo everything for 2026, it'll all switch over to next year.
Well, we got to say bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. See y'all in about a week and a half. Later, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. There, where's the damn butt? There it is.
I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.